Oh, there we are.
There we are.
Just hold on, Sam. Can't hear you yet, so just hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Maybe talk a little bit louder.
Hello. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Maybe go at 50 k's an hour, maybe, and you'll be right.
Yeah, all good. You can hear? Yes. Good to go. Not sure.
Thank you.
Good to go. Thanks, Michael. I'm speaking in support of Councillor Hannah's motion, which is to essentially halt or stop and consult on, particularly on the traffic lights. The data that's been accessible to me indicates that, yes, there will be a Prince Street traffic problem that must be addressed. So I don't think there's any argument there. The state government analysis is clear. It predicts significant congestion leading to essentially gridlock in 2036. So that's very different to 2026, which is the date we're hearing tonight, and that I've heard based on recent discussions. This is all prefaced on the Picton bypass not going ahead. So the problem only occurs if we don't have a Picton bypass. So there is an issue with the dates here. It appears councillors have been advised 2026 is the impending gridlock doomsday. Residents do not currently have access to any analysis predicting gridlock in 2026. All analysis in our possession predicts 2036. Assuming analysis exists, then clearly it conflicts with the state government analysis that's in our possession currently. Obvious that we must stop, be provided with the analysis, and then meaningful consultation must take place. There's something up when there's a 10-year difference. For the time being, let's suppose that the Picton bypass is not completed in time. The problem predicted by the state government data is how to improve traffic prioritisation through the Prince Street and Menangle Street intersection during the morning and afternoon peak hours in the interim period until the Picton bypass is constructed. Once the Picton bypass is constructed, the data indicates the problem does not exist any longer. Surely we agree on this, on that point. It's the problem is during AM peak, PM peak, and the problem only exists up until the point in time when the Picton bypass is completed. The data that the residents and I have in my possession indicates 2036 is this gridlock doomsday, not 2026. Therefore, let's stop and consult. For a solution to be optimum, it must focus on the morning and afternoon peak periods, and it must be temporary, so it can be removed once the Picton bypass opens. So obviously, based on that criteria, permanent traffic lights are not an optimal solution. The permanent traffic lights proposal was costed in 2018 approximately $540,000. We haven't seen any funding source specified, and no justification for use of council funds can to date be located. Why is council paying? I've made a GIPA request to try to find out what's going on there. Where is the analysis of other options? I have seen nothing. Temporary lights, a roundabout, and I've sent information to some further details. So I'm happy to go into those with councillors in more detail. The option for a roundabout that I saw as the most logical is not one of the options that we saw earlier this evening. One way during peak only, alternate give way signals, put give way signals on Menangle, whatever. There's a lot of different options that could be explored. The point is, residents don't have access to any analysis of any of those alternative options, and there are many. Again, I've commenced a GIPA request to have this, what I expect should be publicly available data released and also made accessible on the website. You search, you're using the free search facility on the website currently for the Picton traffic management plan. You get no results, or you get 700 odd results, none of which, well, I don't know, I didn't go through the whole 700. Certainly the first few pages don't address the Picton transport issue at all. So whether it's hidden there somewhere, Who knows? Who knows? So therefore, we must stop. We must be provided with all the analysis of funding and options, and then meaningful consultation must take place. The other significant issue, some residents being told too confusing, too difficult to understand, told consulting early would upset people. This sort of condescension must stop. And the other main point, and I'll finish within the next 30 seconds, I'd say, state government analysis is clear. Completion of the Picton bypass will solve the problem. Should gridlock occur, then it is the doing of the state government. They have identified the problem and they have identified the solution. It is the state that must act. It's
Please wind up, Sam.
To support Councillor Hannah's motion to stop now and consult. Thanks for your time.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Sam.